Imagine standing at a crossroads in the middle of the night, empty streets around you, soft whispers of wind, stars overhead, and that quiet stir inside your spirit asking, is this really all there is? Many people move through life without ever hearing that stir. They drift along roads chosen for them by upbringing, social expectation, or circumstance. But what if that stir is not random restlessness, but a divine nudge, your destiny calling? That is the opening call of Destiny. Step into your purpose. Jakes invites readers to believe that each life has a unique assignment, a God-given design that transcends routine, mediocrity, or passive hope. From the first pages, Jakes argues that destiny is not a vague wish, but a precise calling, a combination of your innate instincts, your God-given gifts, experiences, desires, and the internal compass that pulls you beyond comfort into purpose. He redefines destiny, not as something we stumble upon, but something we step into through clarity, courage, and commitment. As we journey with him, one lesson emerges. Recognizing destiny begins with listening to your instincts, your deeper self, the stirrings of your soul. Instinct is the seed, purpose is the soil, and destiny is the harvest. If you love powerful, insightful, and life-changing books, then you found the right channel. Every week, we break down the ideas that transform mindsets, elevate success, and shift lives. So don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because you'll want to catch every book we review. Let's continue. This is not solely a spiritual or religious perspective. It resonates with the countless stories worldwide, from the immigrant in London who sensed a calling to entrepreneurship, to the young African student in Lagos who felt drawn to social impact, to the American artist in New York who felt restless until her purpose grounded her art. Destiny often whispers before it shouts. If you ignore the whisper, you may never hear the call. Jakes dares you to listen. When more is not greed, but a signal. Jakes insists there is more for you than the small envelope of routine. Many people mistake more for greed, a chase for wealth, status, or superficial success. But in destiny, more becomes a signal, a sign that the life you are living was never meant to be your final address. He writes that the feeling of restlessness, dissatisfaction, or yearning, those are not flaws. They are built-in mechanisms pointing toward destiny. To ignore them is to remain comfortable. To heed them is to begin the journey. Globally, that principle plays out every day. Consider the millions during the COVID-19 pandemic who lost secure jobs. Some saw the pain, the loss, the uncertainty, and interpreted it not as a full stop, but as an invitation to pivot. In Nigeria, Kenya, India, the US, many turned to digital entrepreneurship, social enterprise, remote consulting, not because they chased money, but because their inner compass forced them to discover what's next. The engine of more does not necessarily drive greed. It drives growth, adaptation, and destiny. For many people, more is not a trophy. It is a sign of unused potential. Jakes challenges the reader. Don't reject the more inside you. Explore it, question it, let it pull you forward. The discomfort of more is often the friction between current identity and future destiny. Ordering your steps, prioritizing purpose over popularity. Having felt the stir, recognized more, many make a mistake. They dive into chasing dreams haphazardly, juggling many aims, trying many paths, wasting time on what seems easy or popular. Jakes warns that this scattered approach rarely yields destiny. Instead, he urges structured, intentional ordering of steps.
He encourages readers to order their lives, prioritize what truly matters, decide with clarity, avoid distractions, and disciplinedly align time, finances, relationships, mindset with their calling. This lesson is especially relevant in our time of overload, social media, noise, contradictory advice, peer pressure, and the fear of missing out. Many drift from one trend to another, from one hustle to another, never settling. Jake's teaching offers a counter. Destiny demands discipline. Dreams are not built in chaos, they are built in order. Look at globally successful individuals. The tech founder in Silicon Valley who rejects hype to focus on product-market fit. The African social entrepreneur who sacrifices quick gains to build structural sustainability. The artist in America who protects creative and spiritual discipline over fame. Their success often traces to ability to prioritize purpose over distraction. And on a personal scale, if you are juggling many ambitions, many voices, many shoulds, Jake's principle calls you to pause, reflect, reorder, and choose deliberately. Destiny respects order. Authenticity over imitation. You must do you. Jake's also emphasizes that destiny is not a replica of someone else's path. Many people follow successful formulas, copying careers, lifestyles, social media recipes, hoping to replicate results. But destiny demands authenticity. What works for one may not suit another. He encourages readers to accept who they are. Gifts, passions, scars, past, temperament all contribute uniquely to their destiny. Do you means embracing individuality instead of chasing artificial molds. Globally, this is reflected in success stories rooted not in imitation but in authenticity. The Nigerian musician fusing indigenous rhythms with global sound. The American tech innovator customizing solutions based on personal insight. The immigrant entrepreneur in Europe combining heritage and new market awareness. Their impact stems not from copying others, but from being unapologetically themselves.
This underscores a powerful lesson. Destiny becomes real when you stop imitating and start trusting your unique wiring. You were designed not for someone else's calling, but for yours. Time, your most precious resource. One of the most striking analogies Jakes uses is about time being like a daily deposit into a bank account. Each day, we get a fixed amount, seconds, and anything not used is lost forever. He argues that for destiny to unfold, you must guard time jealously, avoid distractions, protect productivity, assign time to what matters, because time wasted is opportunity lost. This principle may seem simple, but in a world of endless digital distraction, it is revolutionary. From a global perspective, consider how remote work, digital distractions, social media addiction, constant alerts, they consume time invisibly. Many dreams die not because of lack of skill, but because time was surrendered unknowingly, second by second. Conversely, those who steward time, setting routines, creating boundaries, dedicating hours to craft or purpose, often outpace their peers. Whether a student in Nairobi practicing coding daily, a creative in Los Angeles writing scenes every morning, or a parent in Abuja building a small business on weekends, the discipline of time leads to incremental progress and eventual results. Destiny is not only about big moves. Often it is about everyday decisions, how you spend your hours, who you allow in your day, what you commit your time to. Jakes frames time not as something you manage, but as something you protect. Resets, resets, and realignments, knowing when to shift course. Life's journey toward destiny is rarely linear. Jakes acknowledges this with honesty. There will be times when the path feels wrong, the steps misaligned, the direction unclear. He encourages readers not to fear resets. Sometimes you need to change your step, adjust direction, realign with purpose.
This is a critical insight, especially in our fast-changing world. Economic crises, global pandemics, cultural shifts, technological disruptions, they can force unexpected change. Those who rigidly cling to old plans risk stagnation. Those who can reset while holding steadfast to purpose may find new opportunities. For example, in 2020-2021, many global workers lost jobs. Some sank into despair. Some retooled skills and pivoted to remote work or entrepreneurship. In America, many changed industries. Globally, people retrained, reinvented careers. Their reset wasn't a failure. It was an adjustment. It was realignment to new circumstances without surrendering destiny. Jake suggests that a reset doesn't equal defeat. It can reflect growth, maturity, and wisdom. The ability to realign with purpose when conditions change is part of the journey. Mentors, community, and learning don't walk alone. No one reaches destiny in isolation. Jakes emphasizes the value of mentorship, community, and continuous growth. Throughout the book, he talks about learning from others' destinies, not to copy, but to glean patterns, wisdom, avoid pitfalls. He distinguishes between different kinds of people in your life relative to your purpose. People who deeply know and support you, confidants, people who support your mission, constituents, and people who align against negative forces you fight, comrades. This relational awareness is crucial in a globalized world where collaboration, networks, mentorship, and community can amplify impact. In Nigeria, many tech startups grow through hubs and mentorship circles. In the U.S., creative industries thrive on collaboration, feedback, and networks. In other parts of the world, social entrepreneurs rely on communities to scale impact. The embedded lesson: destiny is not a solo mission. It is co-authored by those who walk with you, challenge you, and believe with you. Isolation may delay it. Community can accelerate it. Failure is not the end. It's a course correction. One of the most powerful threads in Destiny is Jake's reframing of failure. He argues that setbacks, mistakes, losses, none necessarily disqualify you. Instead, they often redirect you, sharpen you, refine your purpose. Failure is not a roadblock, it is a detour sign, pointing toward growth, insight, and deeper alignment. This truth finds echoes around the world. Think of global entrepreneurs who pivoted after failed ventures, artists who revamped their craft after public rejection, professionals who reinvented careers after layoffs. In America, many successful business leaders had early failures, bankruptcy, product flops, bad investments. Yet their willingness to learn and persist led them to greater success. In Africa and other developing regions, many small business owners cycle through failure and restart multiple times before finding stable success. Their persistence is their destiny. Jakes' counsel matters. Don't treat failure as a verdict. Treat it as data. Learn, recalibrate, move forward. Destiny rewards those who rise stronger, wiser, persistent.
Reflection. A destiny roadmap for today. At this point in the journey through destiny, a clear roadmap begins to emerge. Not a generic life hack checklist, but a spiritually grounded, practical, globally relevant posture toward life and purpose. The lessons flow naturally. Listen, sense more. Order your life. Be authentic, steward time, allow resets, build community, learn through failure, persist. For you, in your context, whether New York, Ottawa, London, Nairobi, or anywhere, the book speaks. It doesn't promise instant success or a guaranteed outcome, but it offers a blueprint. It demands honesty about gifts, fears, distractions, priorities. It demands courage to realign, to step out, to face unknowns. It demands discipline to protect time, order priorities, stay persistent. And above all, it demands vision, a belief that life is not random, that you were created for more than the ordinary, and that destiny is available, not as a future luxury, but as a present calling.
Aligning your career with purpose. Jakes emphasizes that destiny is most fully realized when your work is aligned with your unique calling. He warns against pursuing careers solely for status, money, or societal expectation. Instead, he urges readers to evaluate: does this work utilize my gifts? Does it contribute to something greater? Does it ignite my passion? Globally, this principle is evident in leaders who pivot careers to pursue meaningful impact. Take Jessica Matthews, the Nigerian-American inventor and founder of Uncharted Power. Instead of a conventional tech career, she focused on sustainable energy, combining personal passion with societal need. In the United States, consider Patagonia's CEO Rose Macario, who prioritized environmental impact over profits, aligning work with deeper purpose. Jakes teaches that when career and destiny intersect, work transforms from obligation to vocation. Motivation becomes internal, persistence strengthens, and creativity flourishes. He embeds a lesson here. Career misalignment produces frustration. Alignment produces exponential growth. This naturally leads to a broader lesson. Destiny is holistic, and your relationships, personal, professional, and social, either accelerate or inhibit your journey. Relationships: selective, strategic, and purposeful. Jakes argues that the company you keep directly influences your ability to step into destiny. Relationships can either nourish your vision or drain it. He encourages selective engagement, surrounding yourself with people who support, challenge, and inspire growth. Globally, mentorship and peer networks amplify impact. In Africa, tech entrepreneurs often rely on incubators and mentorship hubs in Lagos, Nairobi, and Cape Town, receiving guidance that accelerates their journey. In the United States, peer networks in Silicon Valley and New York provide not only advice, but also capital, collaboration, and accountability. The embedded lesson is that destiny is socially anchored. Individual talent is insufficient without intentional, supportive relationships. Choosing the right circle multiplies impact, while the wrong circle stagnates potential. This links seamlessly to Jakes' next principle: community responsibility and contribution. Destiny isn't only personal, it is social. Destiny and social impact. Jakes emphasizes that stepping into destiny is not a selfish endeavor. True purpose addresses a need greater than oneself. Destiny often intersects with service, innovation, and contribution to society. Globally, social entrepreneurs exemplify this principle. Consider Muhammad Yunus, who used microfinance to lift millions out of poverty in Bangladesh, or Strive Masiwaya in Zimbabwe, who leveraged telecommunications to expand access to information and financial services across Africa. In America, leaders like Blake Micus, founder of Tom's Shoes, integrated social impact into business models, ensuring that personal success translated into collective benefit. This perspective informs Jakes' emphasis on resilience. Social impact and legacy require persistence through obstacles. Resilience through failure cycles. Jakes highlights failure as an essential companion on the path to destiny. He reframes setbacks not as punishment, but as feedback and calibration. Lessons embedded in failure are crucial to growth. Globally, this is exemplified by innovators who persist despite setbacks. In the United States, Oprah Winfrey faced repeated rejection early in her career before becoming a media mogul. In India, entrepreneur Kunal Bal faced early failures in funding before successfully launching Snapdeal. In Africa, business leaders often cycle through multiple ventures before achieving sustainable success. The embedded lesson is that destiny rewards those who respond to failure with adaptation, reflection, and renewed effort. Persistence is not mere stubbornness. It is intelligent resilience, learning to navigate obstacles while holding vision steady. Vision and clarity as compass points. Destiny, Jakes emphasizes, cannot be pursued blindly. Vision provides clarity, a detailed, compelling sense of where you are headed and why. Without vision, action becomes scattershot, energy is wasted, and frustration accumulates. Globally, vision guides leaders and innovators. Consider Elon Musk, a clearly articulated vision to colonize Mars and revolutionize transportation has guided decades of work at SpaceX and Tesla, despite repeated failures. In America, the founders of Warby Parker envisioned a scalable model for affordable eyewear, aligning resources, partnerships, and marketing toward that singular goal. Jakes teaches that clarity of vision enables decisions aligned with destiny, reduces distraction, and maintains focus even when external conditions are volatile. Vision is the compass that transforms challenges into purposeful steps.
The spiritual dimension of destiny. One of the core lessons in destiny is the integration of spiritual awareness. Jakes argues that stepping into destiny requires listening to the inner voice, the moral compass, and the subtle nudges that guide decision-making. Globally, many leaders credit spiritual or philosophical grounding as a key to persistence and ethical action. In the U.S., business leaders and social innovators frequently cite faith, meditation, or reflection as tools for clarity and resilience. In Africa, community leaders often integrate spirituality into leadership, combining personal conviction with cultural wisdom. The embedded lesson is that destiny is not solely about external achievements, it is about internal alignment. Spiritual awareness reinforces ethical action, provides resilience, and keeps purpose-centered decision-making intact. Time, season, and patience. Jakes repeatedly emphasizes that destiny unfolds according to its own timing. Impatience often leads to premature choices, misaligned decisions, or missed opportunities. Understanding the seasonal nature of growth, when to act, when to wait, when to prepare, is essential. Globally, we see this principle in entrepreneurs and leaders who delay launches, refine products, or accumulate knowledge before acting. In the U.S., Amazon didn't invent e-commerce, but executed strategically at the right time. In Africa, fintech innovators waited until mobile penetration and digital infrastructure were sufficient before scaling. Lesson: destiny requires patience, aligning readiness with opportunity. Acting too early or too late risks compromising impact. Time, preparation, and insight are allies, not obstacles. And finally, legacy and multiplication of impact. Jakes ties personal destiny to legacy. Destiny is not simply achieving personal goals. It is building systems, institutions, and frameworks that outlive the individual. Globally, leaders like Grameen Bank's Mohammed Yunus and Strive Masiyiwa have created impact that multiplies across generations. In the U.S., innovators like Bill Gates have used success to address global health and education through the Gates Foundation. In every context, the principle is consistent. True destiny transcends the self and benefits others long-term. Embedded lesson: pursue destiny not only for personal fulfillment, but for societal transformation, creating ripples that endure. From insight to action. Jakes emphasizes that destiny is not fulfilled by understanding alone, it requires deliberate action. Vision, reflection, and insight are essential, but without execution, they remain dormant. The book stresses the principle that action validates destiny. Movement aligns opportunity, skills, and preparation. Globally, consider Greta Thunberg, whose insight into climate crisis could have remained an abstract concern. Instead, she acted, catalyzing a worldwide movement.
In the U.S., innovators like Jessica Jackley, co-founder of Kiva, transformed an understanding of microfinance into tangible programs that impact millions. In Africa, social entrepreneurs in Lagos and Nairobi have turned awareness of local problems into scalable solutions, often starting with small experiments that later expanded continent-wide. The lesson flows naturally. Listening to your purpose is vital, but acting on it converts potential into reality. This principle builds on Jakes' earlier emphasis on recognizing more within and ordering life around purpose. Innovation and creativity in destiny. Jake stresses that fulfilling destiny often requires thinking beyond conventional boundaries. Innovation is not reserved for tech entrepreneurs or inventors. It is the ability to apply new solutions, perspectives, and approaches to life's challenges. Globally, pandemic-related challenges accelerated innovation. In the U.S., telemedicine, remote learning, and supply chain adaptation became arenas of creative problem-solving. In Africa, platforms like Flutterwave and Paystack emerged to address digital payments challenges that traditional banks could not solve. These examples highlight a critical lesson: creative application of gifts accelerates destiny. Innovation is a natural extension of action. Acting without creativity may lead to incremental progress, but true destiny often requires stepping beyond the expected into transformational solutions. Leveraging failure and feedback. Jakes revisits the topic of failure, framing it as a feedback mechanism rather than a verdict. He teaches readers to analyze setbacks objectively, extract lessons, and iterate. The book emphasizes that persistence without reflection is blind. Reflection without persistence is inert. Globally, consider James Dyson, whose early prototypes failed thousands of times before creating a successful vacuum design. In the U.S., entrepreneurs like Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx, encountered repeated rejection before securing investment and scaling her brand. Across Africa, microfinance innovators often test multiple models before achieving sustainable frameworks.
The lesson seamlessly connects with earlier themes. Resilience is reinforced by reflection, learning, and calculated risk-taking. Destiny is forged not in smooth success, but in navigating cycles of failure, insight, and persistence. Strategic networking and collaboration. D.J. Jakes emphasizes that destiny rarely unfolds in isolation. Relationships, mentorship, and networks can amplify opportunities and provide critical support, resources, and accountability. Globally, Silicon Valley thrives because innovators leverage interconnected networks of investors, mentors, and peers. In Africa, startup ecosystems in Nairobi, Lagos, and Cape Town provide platforms for mentorship, funding, and knowledge exchange. In the U.S., initiatives like Y Combinator and Techstars exemplify structured collaboration that accelerates success. Embedded lesson: your environment and associations can either accelerate or impede your destiny. Choosing the right relationships and cultivating collaborative ecosystems multiplies impact, extending personal purpose into collective achievement. Ethical decision-making and purposeful impact. Jakes underscores the importance of ethics in destiny. Achieving goals without integrity compromises long-term fulfillment and legacy. True destiny is aligned with moral clarity, and ethical action ensures success benefits both self and society. Globally, companies like Patagonia demonstrate sustainable business models that prioritize environmental and social impact alongside profit. In the U.S., initiatives like Tom's Shoes integrate social good into business. In Africa, fintech solutions that ensure financial inclusion reflect ethical alignment with societal needs. Lesson: destiny is amplified and sustained when actions honor values and contribute to the greater good. Ethical grounding is the framework within which all other principles, action, innovation, resilience, collaboration, thrive. Time management and seasonality. Jakes highlights time as both a resource and a lens for discernment. Destiny requires not only deliberate action, but also timing, knowing when to act, when to prepare, and when to wait. Seasons of growth, challenge, and reflection are inherent to life's rhythm.
Globally, leaders who respect timing often achieve outsized impact. In the US, Amazon waited until internet infrastructure matured before fully scaling e-commerce. In Africa, mobile-based fintech solutions scaled as smartphone penetration and connectivity improved. Jake's embedded lesson, patience aligned with preparation and opportunity, accelerates destiny. Acting too early or too late can derail progress. Legacy and multiplication of impact. One of the culminating lessons in destiny is that stepping into purpose is ultimately about leaving a legacy. Success is not measured solely by personal achievement, but by the lives uplifted, systems improved, and opportunities created for future generations. Globally, leaders like Muhammad Yunus in Bangladesh, Strive Maziwaya in Africa, and Bill Gates in America illustrate how fulfilling personal purpose can translate into transformative societal impact. Jakes teaches that the ultimate fulfillment of destiny combines personal growth with contributions that outlast the individual. Embedded lesson: destiny is inherently relational and generational. The true measure of purpose is the multiplier effect it creates. Integrating all principles. By Part 3, the roadmap of destiny crystallizes. 1. Listen to the stirrings of your spirit, the call to more. 2. Order your life intentionally, prioritizing purpose over popularity. 3. Be authentic. Stop imitating others. 4. Protect time and cultivate patience. 5. Align career, relationships, and contribution with purpose. 6. Embrace failure as feedback. Learn and iterate. 7. Act deliberately and creatively, leveraging skills and insight. 8. Build networks, seek mentorship, and collaborate strategically. 9. Maintain ethical grounding to sustain impact. 10. Multiply impact for legacy, extending influence beyond personal achievement. Globally and in America, this integrated approach is reflected in transformative leaders and innovators. Whether in Africa, Europe, Asia, or the Americas, these principles underpin success that is sustainable, ethical, and generational. Activating destiny through discipline. Jakes emphasizes that destiny requires daily activation. Knowledge, reflection, and vision are necessary, but they remain dormant without disciplined action. He encourages readers to create structured routines that reinforce purpose, align energy with priorities, and ensure consistent forward movement. Globally, disciplined daily practice underpins success. In the U.S., LeBron James's success is rooted in relentless training, recovery, and mental preparation. In Africa, entrepreneurs in tech hubs like Lagos and Nairobi work long hours iterating on solutions, refining products, and learning from feedback cycles. This reinforces earlier lessons. Listening to your calling and acting creatively are valuable only when executed consistently and purposefully. Adaptability and navigating change. Jakes highlights that destiny is not linear. Change is inevitable. Economic shifts, technological upheavals, societal upheavals, and personal crises will test commitment to purpose. He teaches that adaptability is a defining trait of those who fully realize their destiny. Globally, during the COVID-19 pandemic, businesses pivoted rapidly. U.S. restaurants transitioned to delivery. African fintechs scaled mobile solutions, and educational platforms worldwide adopted online learning. Those who embraced adaptability preserved momentum, those who resisted stagnated. Embedded lesson: resilience and success are contingent on the ability to adapt without compromising purpose. This reinforces earlier lessons. Listening to your calling and acting creatively are valuable only when executed consistently and purposefully.
The spiritual foundation of action. Jakes consistently frames destiny within a spiritual context, asserting that alignment with inner guidance, faith, conscience, intuition ensures decisions honor purpose and ethical principles. He emphasizes that spiritual grounding allows individuals to maintain clarity during uncertainty, act courageously in adversity, and sustain ethical integrity. Globally, leaders integrating spiritual or philosophical grounding demonstrate this principle. In the U.S., executives like Howard Schultz, Starbucks, have emphasized values-driven leadership, linking purpose with ethical decision-making.
In Africa, community leaders frequently combine personal faith with societal initiatives, achieving sustainable change. Lesson: spiritual and moral clarity fortifies resilience and amplifies long-term impact, ensuring that destiny is expressed responsibly and sustainably. Multiplying impact through mentorship and leadership. Jakes emphasizes that destiny is not fulfilled in isolation. He encourages mentoring, teaching, and guiding others, ensuring that lessons learned and wisdom gained are passed forward. This is where personal purpose intersects with societal transformation. Globally, mentorship networks catalyze generational impact. In the U.S., programs like Techstars mentor startups, creating ripple effects across industries. In Africa, mentorship hubs in Nairobi, Lagos, and Kigali foster entrepreneurship and innovation, multiplying impact far beyond individual effort. Embedded lesson: destiny is amplified when knowledge, influence, and resources are shared, ensuring that individual fulfillment contributes to systemic growth and empowerment. Building legacy through contribution. A central theme in destiny is that personal achievement alone is insufficient. True destiny extends beyond oneself. It manifests in the lives improved, systems strengthened, and communities uplifted. Jake stresses that a life aligned with purpose inherently creates a multiplier effect, leaving a legacy for future generations. Examples abound globally. Muhammad Yunus's microfinance innovations transformed economies in Bangladesh and inspired global social finance models. In the U.S., Bill and Melinda Gates leveraged wealth for education and global health, creating transformative social impact. African innovators, from mobile finance pioneers to renewable energy entrepreneurs, similarly leverage personal achievement for societal transformation. Lesson: legacy is the final expression of destiny. Every decision, action, and relationship contributes to whether impact extends beyond the individual to benefit communities, societies, and even global systems. Practical exercises for living destiny. Jakes provides readers with actionable steps to embed destiny principles into daily life. 1. Daily reflection. Journal insights, successes, failures, and inspirations to maintain awareness of purpose. 2. Prioritize your actions. Align tasks with long-term goals, eliminating distractions that dilute focus. 3. Cultivate relationships. Surround yourself with mentors, peers, and communities that support growth. 4. Embrace failure as feedback. Treat setbacks as learning opportunities and refine strategies accordingly. 5. Anchor decisions in ethics and values. Ensure choices reflect integrity and benefit beyond self. 6. Iterate and adapt. Remain flexible, adjusting plans while staying true to overarching purpose. 7. Mentor and share knowledge. Multiply impact by teaching and guiding others along their journeys. 8. Steward time and energy. Protect time like a valuable resource, allocating it to purpose-driven activities. 9. Plan for legacy. Align daily actions with long-term contribution and societal impact. These exercises integrate insights from all previous lessons, creating a holistic blueprint for action, reflection, and transformation. Case studies in global and American contexts. Jakes reinforces his principles through global examples. Innovation. U.S. tech entrepreneurs like Elon Musk innovate with purpose, scaling ideas to global impact. African innovators, such as Ian Aboyeyi of Flutterwave, solve systemic problems with creativity. Resilience. During economic uncertainty, American and African leaders pivot, adapting strategies while maintaining vision. Mentorship and community. Incubators and mentorship programs amplify collective growth, ensuring that individual destiny benefits others. Ethics and legacy. Globally, socially responsible leaders prioritize sustainability, social inclusion, and long-term impact over short-term gain.
These examples highlight that destiny principles are universally applicable, adaptable across cultural, geographic, and economic contexts. Final integrated lessons. By the conclusion of destiny, the principles converge into a cohesive framework for living purposefully. 1. Listen to your internal call. Your stirrings are the first sign of destiny. 2. Recognize and pursue more. Unfulfilled potential signals growth opportunities. 3. Order and prioritize life intentionally. Purpose takes precedence over distraction. 4. Embrace authenticity. Your unique gifts are the blueprint of your destiny. 5. Steward time and remain patient. Align action with opportunity and readiness. 6. Align career, relationships, and contributions with purpose. Holistic integration ensures effectiveness. 7. Learn from failure and iterate. Resilience is a core skill in achieving destiny. 8. Act creatively and strategically. Innovation multiplies impact. 9. Cultivate networks and mentorship. Collaboration accelerates growth. 10. Maintain ethical integrity. Decisions aligned with values sustain long-term success. 11. Multiply impact and plan legacy. Destiny transcends the self, leaving enduring benefit. These lessons are interconnected, forming a dynamic framework for personal, professional, and societal transformation. Jake's message resonates globally and within the U.S. Destiny is actionable, relational, ethical, and transformative. Conclusion: Destiny as a way of life. T.D. Jakes challenges readers to view destiny not as a distant goal, but as a living journey. Every day presents opportunities to step closer, fail and learn, mentor others, and leave a lasting legacy. Destiny is a holistic pursuit. It integrates reflection, action, creativity, ethics, resilience, relationships, and legacy into one continuous, purposeful path. Whether you are in New York, Lagos, Nairobi, or London, the principles of destiny are universally applicable. They empower individuals to act intentionally, embrace challenges, innovate responsibly, and contribute meaningfully to the world. Ultimately, stepping into destiny is a call to align who you are with what the world needs and persistently act in ways that multiply impact. Jakes leaves readers with a motivating and practical blueprint. Life is purposeful, potential is vast, and each step taken with clarity, courage, and discipline moves you closer to your unique, transformative destiny. If this message resonated with you, subscribe and join us for more wisdom that fuels growth.